Okay, yeah, so Jemena is implementing ISO 55000 across its gas and electricity and water assets. And we're doing so in a way that we're sort of doing by learning. So we're actually implementing, we're developing the system of work as we go. And so we're actually going through it's almost a 2 to 3 year cycle where we develop something, we test it, we say, yeah, that's what we want to use, we lock it in, and then move on, test something again next year. And as we're going, we're evolving. So effectively we're about 3/4 of our way through our journey towards 55,000. And we expect to be completed by the end of next year. Well, the key considerations we take, obviously safety. Safety is probably the key thing with a hazardous industry like gas and electricity. So keeping the public safe and keeping our employees safe is clearly one of the biggest drivers that we have of our business. But then the two other key elements are reliability. So customers really expect 100% performance from utility assets. And so reliability is then the next key one, and then affordability. So affordability, customers, they might have 100% reliability, but if it's too expensive, they won't be using the product. So affordability is a really key issue that's come to the fore over the last couple of years, clearly in the community. Yeah, well, key is actually systemisation and standardisation. So across assets. So really, we've got a workforce that is spread across the eastern seaboard, and so having a consistent way of working, consistent language, consistent approach means that you can actually move people around. And so in other words, I can have people in Melbourne working on assets in the North Queensland to Northern Territory, and then move back down to assets in Victoria, and yet we use the same systems of work and the same language, the same nomenclature. And so it allows us much greater flexibility. I think remote sensing. So if you imagine, again, the target I've sort of set my team is how can we develop a system of work that allows us to understand the performance of the asset and go out, have to physically attend the asset for the whole of its life until the day before it's due to fail, and go out there and replace it. So to me, that's the most optimised way. And so if you think about the Internet of Things, the ability for self-sensing sensors on our equipment to understand its condition, its performance, to alert us to where it's going off track, so that we actually react just in time to those deviations, rather than going out and doing planned maintenance, planned inspections. So in other words, why do we physically have to attend a site if we want to visually inspect something, when we can actually have cameras, remote cameras, drones. So to me, that's really the really most exciting aspect about how we'll completely change the way we do our field activities, and the way that we think about our maintenance strategies. So in other words, really, do we need to maintain if we can monitor and assess performance on a continual basis?